What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome to the second episode in the FIFA 17 Road to Glory. Play with the best at ufifa.com to get a discount on all your FIFA points and coins. Use the code TVM at checkout. The link is in the description. Hey, how's it going? I just woke up. Let's do a Road to Glory. Why not? So, a lot of people, and I would name names, but let's just try and be nice, even though other people are not being nice to me. I made a video saying, basically asking whether you guys wanted a Road to Glory. And you know, even though it's ridiculously late in the life cycle, there's realistically only a month left of FIFA before the demo comes out, and then the web app, and then the game itself, early access, all that rubbish. So, you know, I put it out there in a video which got a lot of votes, a lot of thumbs up basically on the video, and very little in the way of negativity. Even in the comment section, a lot of people were behind this. So with the feedback from the video in mind, I decided to, hey, why not give it a go? And I explained my reasons for it, but I'm going to explain it again because there are so many people. There's a guy here, sorry, you're a great guy, great channel, and I appreciate that. And he says, but this is too late for a Road to Glory. Unsubbing FIFA 17 Road to Glory this late? Not interested, sorry. I mean, realistically, if you're going to unsub from someone because they're releasing one video every day, every 2 days or something you don't like, don't watch it, watch the ones you do like for the reason you subscribe. But that doesn't matter. You know, there's just some people calling me Nick28T. I don't actually watch him ever, so I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay. There's just loads. I mean, someone say bit late. So, with that in mind, let me just quickly again explain why I'm doing this, even though I've already said it in another video, but that's the last I'm going to mention it, and we'll stamp it out, and then we'll just move on. So, the reasons why, there's not just one reason. The first one is just to see how far we can get in a month. Why not, right? I did say that I was going to do it every day, and I've been playing it every day so far, but I haven't necessarily uploaded it every day. And it comes down to, if there's, you know, players to review and things like that, that takes precedent, and I will put that first. But I will be playing this in the background, so I am technically playing it every day. This is a culmination, realistically, of what I did yesterday, and today I'm basically going to be a day behind. So there will actually be one episode on the 1st of September, and we might do that last weekend league on the 1st, and we'll see what happens there. But that's one of the reasons why I'm doing it. Don't knock the table. And I want to see how far we can get. You know, starting from nothing just to see where we go. And then, of course, the other reason is because in FIFA 18, actually someone says here, Van der Meulen says, perhaps you could do Road to Glory at the start of FIFA 18. And yes, that is exactly what I'm going to do. So again, one of the reasons why I'm doing this is because the only thing I've edited, really, in the last, I don't know, 16, 18 months is player reviews, squad builders, and then various different videos like most underrated and things like that, which is essentially just grabbing player reviews, piecing them together, and then talking over them. I mean, they're not difficult to do. The difficult thing there is to actually find the games and the players and things like that. So I haven't edited anything as complex as a Road to Glory in a long time. So I'm very out of practice of A, what to include, B, how to edit it, and you know, the structure of it, because it's completely different now to when I actually did a Road to Glory. Because when I last did one, it was the beginning of FIFA 16, I believe. It may have even been FIFA 15. And that was a very simplistic, watered-down version of what we have, and an even more watered-down version of what we're going to have in FIFA 18, because I'm very excited for FIFA 18. The daily objectives, the weekly objectives, and that single-player, like, FUT Champions mode, essentially, is what it is. I'm very, very excited to do that, because that adds another dimension. It gives us more rewards. It's actually going to be a lot easier to build up a great team, even early on in FIFA. Voice break. Very early on in FIFA, because of how many things are available to us. FUT Champs, you've got that single player thing. You've got draft if you really want it. We can do a bit of bronze pack method. There probably will be a bit of trading involved as well. It's just a lot to take in, and there's a lot to do in FIFA 18. So with that in mind, I just want to do this as a bit of practice more than anything, really. So I've explained it. It's done. Let's just let it go, and let's try and find. There's not actually many questions. Someone says, are you going to show trading tips and things during this? And to be quite frank, no, I'm not. And the reason for that is because it is so late in the day. It's very difficult to trade at the best of times, not just now. So like at this far into the game, player prices are all over the place anyway, because there's a lot of people who have stopped playing it, and of course I don't know why I'm stuck on this screen so much. I've by now bought Crouch and Pickford, actually. That's why I'm stuck on the screen. It's indication that I maybe should start looking at what I'm talking over here. But I went out and bought Crouch and I bought Pickford. I'm not building a Prem team necessarily, but it's 2 players that I know I really want in the side. So what I'm going to do is build some sort of half a hybrid. It'll become apparent when we sort of move into a little bit more of the money things. We are obviously doing daily knockout tournament at the moment. You're seeing the progress as we go through, but I just want to talk over it. You guys can sort of work out what's happening for yourselves. I think this is actually the game that we get. We're coming under a lot of pressure in. It's a very, very difficult game. I mean, we're coming against some really nice sides even at this stage, even in Division 10 or the first round or second round of the daily knockout tournament. We've got really bad side, and yet we are coming up against people with footy winners left, right and centre. So going back to it, I won't be doing any trading tips in this series, but FIFA 18, yes, I will do my best to do it. I'm not the best trader. I used to do loads of trading tips, and I used to use them and make a lot of money, but it takes so much time to actually do that. You have to sit there for hours on the market, searching up players and trying to get the lowest buy nows, etc. It's very frustrating, but we'll see how far we can go with it. Someone said you can just quit team of the week games to get rid of the red cards and injuries. I can do, but there's no fun in that. I mean, I don't even mean like team of the week games. Do you mean like challenging the team of the week in single player? I understand what you mean there, but it's wasting a contract on a player for a start, I think, or do they not necessarily waste contracts? I'm not quite sure how the glitchy stuff works with single player, but either way, it's just. It's one of those things. I like to grind it out. If I get an injury on my main striker, I don't want to get rid of it. I like that. I like the fact that I've got a problem and I need to try and fix it. So, so someone says when you run out of video ideas, so you do a Road to Glory in August. Well, he clearly doesn't know my channel. I'm going to actually Dylan Hind, is that how you say your name, with a Didier Drogba picture. I have abundance of ideas because player reviews just don't stop. I could do them all day, every day. So someone says I recommend you do hybrid nations. This is Raul Perez. It's very profitable, cheap, and you get 7k back, and plus selling the stuff in packs. Yes, I'm going to spend a lot of time now after I get these initial games out of the way doing SBCs, and in fact we complete 1, maybe 2 SBCs in this episode. The gameplay is actually very close to coming to an end, although we do have a little bit more gameplay going forward as well, so I will start speaking over the content in just a second. Actually liking this as it shows a perspective having a shit team when everybody else is good. It's kind of all he can do, so stop slating him. I don't really understand why people are on my back about it, really. It's very... Yeah, very, very weird. Road to Glory in August, I think you're 11 months late, mate. You could do whatever you want, whenever you want. Do you know what I mean? This is Christmas is key. This is a guaranteed team of the season player. I built it in concept because that's what I'm going to work towards chipping away at. So any bit of money that I get after the SBC that I next do, which is coming up very, very soon. In fact, after this clip, the next set of SBCs will go forward. But I've built an Udinese, I think that's the team, Udinese side, and the player prices as soon as this came out were just, they went through the roof. The Rooster thing disappeared. We ran out of time on that one. I didn't have enough money to complete it, and obviously not enough players in the club. So this one requires just one club, obviously 7 different nationalities from the same club, and they all have to be gold. I'm not really sure why there's a chemistry requirement, or maybe you can use players from different positions and things, but that's what I'm going to chip away at. When I get some spare money, we'll go out and buy one of those players and we'll build towards it. We'll get it done and get our team of the season player in. This is the Nemanja Matic loan. Now we get 30 games with Nemanja Matic. My squad at the moment is so weak when it comes to the midfield. I've got very little there, and Nemanja Matic is a great player that at the moment on my platform, which is PC, which I'll talk about that again in a second, why I'm on that platform. The market is just ruined at the moment. Every player has a premium price, and it's a problem. So getting Matic into the team will be massively beneficial. Now we have to go into a game to get some more coins together before we can actually go and get the loan SBC Matic, but I think that'll be massively beneficial to us at the moment, and I think that's probably the thing that I want to get most. 30 games with Matic will definitely help us out when it comes to winning the daily knockout tournament and qualifying for the FUT Champions this weekend. I'm kind of close, but it's just it's two steps forward, one step back, unfortunately. Now the reason that I play on PC is A few reasons. A, the game runs a hell of a lot smoother on PC than it does on console, basically because you have a consistent at least 60 frames per second. I actually get about 80 frames per second playing the game, so it is butter smooth playing it on maxed out settings, so the game looks better than it does on console, and it runs better for me. I can record it in 60 FPS without having to go out and get myself an Elgato 60 or whatever, because I mean I don't really want to be spending the money on a zooped up Elgato that can record in 60 frames when I can just do it on PC. And plus, when you get to a certain point in the FIFA life cycle, coins are a thing. Yeah, you can still buy those, believe it or not, and I can buy them on PC very, very cheap. So with that in mind, I did the manager tasks and managed to get myself the pack. Unfortunately, the pack didn't yield anything brilliant. Oliveira from Sporting. It'll come in handy, I'm sure, at some point to do an SBC. We've got a few other players thrown in here, as well as the contracts and maybe fitness card. I had enough money, even from losing that game, to go and get myself Lingard from Manchester United, the Chelsea goalkeeper down there, and of course another striker that we needed. Cost me 200 coins to get that striker, so not expensive at all. In fact, the whole thing probably cost me like 1,618. And of course, there we have a 30-game loan on the Manchester United Nemanja Matic. Very happy with that, to be fair. He's just going to slot in there, not excellent chemistry wise, and I understand that. I went into the catalogue as well and got myself the Fulham striker, who probably doesn't even play for Fulham anymore. That's how outdated I am with this, but he is in there for 20 games. He won't play 20 games, I'm sure, but he's there if we need him as a rotation, and we'll try and work on the chemistry. And of course, going forward, we'll do a lot more SBCs. These episodes will sometimes be 20 minutes, they'll be 10 minutes. It depends how much time I have to dedicate to it. As people may have said, I am very late in the day when it comes to this, and of course I am doing play reviews. They do take precedence. So with regards to the Road to Glory, I'm going to do it I'm going to play it every day, and I will upload it as often as I can, but sometimes the episodes will be shorter, sometimes they'll be longer, just the way it's going to go. If you are enjoying it, hopefully you are, fingers crossed, then do me a favour and smack the like button. Try and just ignore the negative hatred comments in the comment section down below. I don't care. You shouldn't either. Don't worry about it. Let them do them. You do you. If you have enjoyed it, smack the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course. Until next time, goodbye.